Stacey, and this is my studio. Back in the studio today. I have done a little bit of altering around to the studio. It's still a bit messy, but I've moved some things, and I have two little girls fast asleep in their little beds. Look, there's a little one over there. She's curled up with her nose down. And now everyone says, oh my God, Mabel's bed's too small. She fits in it. She fits. The big lummox fits in that bed. So, as you know, I have made my dress. I'm going to bring it to you. If I can get through the few layers. Right, here we go. And I love it. Love it. So the dilemma is always picking buttons. Buttons with a D. Love the collar. Let's get a little bit closer. Actually, what I might do is I might spin you around. I'll stop recording this and I'll spin you around and show you. Okay, so the collar just sits up nicely at the back. Folds down there. You got your little gathers in the shoulders, sleeves. I took extra length in the sleeves. Okay, that was the original fold back, or the hem up and fold back, and I just like the big cuff. I will do a inside tack there, and of course do a stitch to tack the seam on seam. Obviously, I'll get the seam on seam, but yeah. So I'm coming up to the choice of selecting off the buttons. Oh, I said it right that time. I have an eye on the shoulders. Look at that. That's just terrible, Muriel. Okay, and I thought I would add in oh, look at my seams matching. The skirt fabric to the as the yoke. And I've got the fullness here in the bottom of the skirt. Why did it take 5.5 meters? Gee, I don't know why, Stacey. Right, and now this fabric, after I washed it, found all these flaws. Look at that one. But you know what? I don't care. I actually like it. If someone gets to my ass that close, and then more for them. Then you got your pocket. Okay, and I love how the pocket sits out full like that. Just, oh. And my phone fits in it, which is an iPhone 13 Max Pro. You know, bigger is better. And all the way down, look at all this. I've got to hem this. Now, I've let it hang. Okay, we've got a little bit of drape going on. A little bit of fall, sorry. So it's been hanging for a while. That is the lining. And I'm going to tack all that down. Okay, oops, sorry about the sun. Well, I wouldn't say sun, I'd say glare. Tack all that down so it sits nicely on the lining, and then I have to go through and hem it. 2 layers. So what do you guys think? I'm actually in raptures over it, if raptures is the word. Oops, like all this stuff. Oh, look at that. I think she's pretty. Do you think? I think, oops, sorry about that. Okay, so I'm a little bit stoked. So I'll be wearing that this year. Oh, my button that I was testing. All right, okay. So the problem I have is... The problem I have isn't the dress. It's selecting the buttons. I thought it was hard enough selecting the fabric. So I just got off the phone to Mum. And although she's packing all her stuff away, apparently her buttons were free. And she went and had a look at her buttons. Now, I don't have many buttons. I don't have a collection at all. Actually, I'll give you a quick glimpse of my buttons. I will... Oh, stop frowning, Stacey. I will give you a glimpse of my buttons so that you can see what I have. Okay, one sec. Okay, these are my buttons. I'm just waiting for the courier, so I have to drop and run. Just buttons. buttons and buttons and buttons and buttons. So I put all my buttons out on the table. Okay, and I did see this one here, a lie. No, a lie, this one here. This one's a blue, but it's tiny, tiny like a tiger. And so that's, sorry, my little camera thing is loose. I'm sort of holding you, being a bit stable. And oh, it's got a mind of its own. So see all this? I went up to Queenie's and I took this with me. And Queenie's place is spotless, always spotless, gorgeous, comfortable. Go in there and it's immaculate. On the way up, I had an instant fear factor. Look, I couldn't even put them all as one layer. That's on top. My fear was that, yeah, we were going to do the buttons, but I was going to totally mess up her dining room table. And I did, I think I got up there on the Thursday and I stayed until I drove home on the Monday. So I drove up, drove home, and God bless her, she let me destroy her entire living room. So destroy living room, but my buttons are sorted. And to me, that's important. I have just learnt that my camera does a balancing thing when it says it's lined up. I did not know it did that. So those are my buttons. Oh, I hate the way I say buttons. I do have some really, really pretty ones, but none that seem to actually work for the dress. So here is la fabric of the dress. Actually, it's a bit dark. So it's got little red dots in it. I did think of putting red down there, but with the blue top of the dress, I thought, yeah, it's just might not. You actually, without glasses on, hang on a second, let me see if I can see better with glasses on. Yeah, not really. You know, you just don't want it to. My son's texting me. He's meant to do an RE test today and he's still in bed and it is 10:30. He's got to explain where he got some Islamic, I don't know. It's no good asking me. So I did have some buttons that I did choose. I did select, fold it in half. I selected this one. This is on a shank. And I don't know if you remember the old men's vintage buttons that they used to have, the old, with the little like leatherette kind of look. So that was them. I had it on the blue, which looked all right. But then I had these teeny weeny little itty bitty ones. And yes, they are blue. But they were like a centimetre, and that's not going to hold the girls in a centimetre. That's just going to laugh at the girls. So I was talking to Mum, and Mum said, I have some, and she went through her buttons, which aren't obviously packed at the moment. She did find some of these. Where are they, Miss? No. Right, so we'd obviously shop a lot together. And we shopped at this place called Thimbles and Threads just before they were moving to their new location. And this is the button. She had some of those, but between the two of us, betwixt the two of us, not enough. It's got that little rainbow, little moon thing on it. So those are out. The little ones were out. And the granddad ones, although I do love them, out. So I pulled out all my buttons, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, do I have to do some self-covering ones? No, yay. So pretty happy about that. Yeah, so that's where I am with the dress. I am going to go on and do the Chanel jacket because I am behind like a donkey's with that one. I changed the fabric. Do you want to see the fabric? I'm not going to show you the fabric. I probably won't show you the fabric. Hopefully I'll have it. What's tomorrow? What's today? Today's Thursday. All right, Thursday the 16th. I found the lining for the fabric. That's where I paused. That's right. I found some lining. Now, everything I am making in this massive amount of sewing, and by the way, I don't think the pedal pushes are next. I think the blouse is next. I'm getting it from my little stash. I don't have too much fabric either. I don't even know if that worked out. I don't even know if that works. I don't even know if that works with what I'm doing. So I'm going to take this 1.5 button. I know it's green, but Mum's buttons are 1.5 centimeters. So I can go down and mark where I want my buttons on there. There's 10 buttons. Doesn't go all the way down. It goes to about the knees, and Stacey doesn't mind that. Don't want it to go up any higher. To the knees. Nobody wants that tragedy. And so I'm going to do the buttonholes. I'm going to cut out the lining for the jacket. And I was saying something. Oh, yeah, everything has to come out of my stash, which I'm a little impressed about. Even the lining was, I looked up and went, oh, that will match. So, yeah. I do need to go down to the other room I store fabric and get some more interfacing for the next item, I believe. So I'm not going to make, if the shirt's the next thing, I'm not making it out of the green linen until I make it mock-up. So every one of these things I'm making is actually just a toile, a mock-up, a wearable toile, like fully done. I do like that dress. I can't wait to spin in it. I don't know if you guys remember, or if you've watched, not if you remember, Gone with the Wind. And in Gone with the Wind, Mammy, who was the nanny, house person, I told Scarlett what to do. Rhett bought her a petticoat. It was a red petticoat, and it rustled when she walked. Well, that's what this lining is. It's actually taffeta, so it's got that whole rustle when you walk, kind of, you know, whoosh, thing. Oh, Red, she used to say, Mr. Red, you can't say that. Sorry to anyone that's from anywhere in America that might watch me. Probably not the best southern accent ever. Am I embarrassed? Nah. Okay, maybe a little. Nah, not at all. Okay, so I'm going to go and sort out the lining of my jacket, start back onto that because all the shell's done. I couldn't put the pockets on the front, so the side seams aren't attached. The sleeves are made. The front and the back. The front is complete. The back is complete, but I need to make the lining for the pockets to put the pockets on the front. I am going to put pockets on. And I have got a trim that Queenie picked out that we found was the best because it doesn't close. It's going to sit front and center. Okay. I will, if I don't see you later, stay well. Keep warm, keep dry, stay cool, keep sewing. And I'll catch you soon. Thanks. See ya.
I can see the stars align, dance around the moon every night. And now my eyes are open wide, and the sky has never looked so bright. Now I don't need to see the road to believe, yeah. 'Cause this is where I'm meant to be, I believe. And I feel the magic everywhere. It's all around us, it's in the air. And I see the magic we can share. So much wonder everywhere. And I feel the magic. There's wonder on this winding road in front of me, yeah. 'Cause I'm right where I'm supposed to be. And I feel the magic everywhere. It's all around us, it's in the air. And I see the magic we can share. So much wonder everywhere. And I feel the magic, can you imagine?
Bet you didn't think you're going to see me again today. Well, I've just driven to Peru, close to Tahi, so to pick up a present that Samuel had bought for Victoria for their birthday. He bought her a computer. Apparently he earns way more money than I do. I'm just gonna get something. Now when I came home, I had Happy Mail. Now we've been waiting for this box. I think we calculated it about a month. Okay. I think I've got a bit of Karina's hair in here. I believe the Vikings shipped it over. And I'm very excited. There is rules for this Happy Mail. I'm going to open it from the bottom, I think, because there's a lot of sticky stuff on the top. I'm just going to get a pair of scissors. Right, scissors. Can cut with these scissors. Right. So Karina asked me a question. That's Karina Norway. Karina asked me a question of what would you do with this? She sent me a photo of some fabric, and I said, well, you know, what does it feel like, and etc, etc. So she has no idea. I think she's asleep now. I've sent her a photo to say it's arrived. Oh, they do definitely stick it up. Yep, it says right here, shipped by 3 Norwegians on a Viking ship. It's almost crazy how long it took to get here, considering we have planes flying in and out all the time. It's not like we're in lockdown or anything. I think getting into it's going to be the hardest thing. Here we go. I'm excited. When Karina saw today that it was in Auckland, she was getting, I think she was jumping up and down with glee. How far from Auckland, she says. And I said, well, it can take overnight. Depends on when it got to Auckland. She goes, 12 hours ago. I went, oh, I might get it today. Well, guess what, sweetheart? Got it today. I'm sticking scissors in there, hoping I'm not going to cut any. Oh, no, it's definitely. So, there's not much rustling because there's not much sound. Oh, it's got a little kissy face in it. Look at this. I've just accidentally curled the corner up trying to slice it. It says, hello. I'm here. Oh, they have such the best packaging in the world, man. Ours is just like New Zealand post, New Zealand courier. Nothing fancy with us. Oop. Okay, right. Oh, there's a bag inside the box. Look. Bang. Right. So, Karina challenged me. She said, if I send you this, will you make something in it? I said, of course I will. Oh, okay, this was the first one. Oh, look at this. It's white. Duh. Can you see it's white? God, I'm simple. But it's got a little bit of stretch in it. Not much. You can see the stretch. But can you see the silver? Oh, that's so crisp and awesome. Apparently it was, what did she say it was doing? It was keeping her shelf warm. So we've got over 1.5 meters. Okay, so over, not much, but over 1.5 meters to play with. Oh, wow. I like the silver through it. It's really cool. Okay. Okay. And it's got a crinkle, a natural crinkle. But it has a really nice stretch to it. One of my kids is coming up and is singing. Can you hear them? I think a couple of the kids are coming up. Those three hang out like the best of mates. Victoria was so cute with her whole birthday, saying that she has a special bond with her brother. Sometimes she wants to throat punch him, but at the end of the day, she said, you know, nobody has a bond like a twin has a bond. Okay, kiddo, no worries. So that's that. It's really soft too. It's not. I just love the creasing. Look at the creases in it. Oh, that's actually a really good photo, and you can really see the silver there. Ooh. Oh, I like the colours in this. So similar with a crease, but not the same crease. A bit more stretch. Oh, this is very stretch that way. Look at that. Look at those colours. Autumnal. I've never known that word, never heard of that word until I started watching Bex and Rowan and Rachel and Tamlin. They use the word autumnal, and even Carol. You know, just it's winter colours or autumn colours. It's autumnal. I feel better for knowing that word. Mum and I used to always say it in a sentence after we were just giggling one day and we just started using the word autumnal. Look at that. Oh, what can I do? Oh, so how much have I got here? About the same. Yep. So just over 1.5 meters. Just under 2 meters. Okay, thinking cap is on. I mean, I can instantly always have seen cow necks. I mean, hello. Oh, funny story. So I'm just going to sidetrack. I'll come back to the fabric. So when I was over in Porirua, I thought, oh, I'll just pop into Pete's Emporium. There's one at Porirua and one at Lower Hutt. And I said, oh, I needed some buttons for the dress. And you would have just talked about this or watched this because it's going to be in the same thing. And I had Samuel with me because he picked up the computer. And he said, where are you? I said, I'm at the fabric. And I said, yell out Marco, which he didn't. He wasn't going to play the game. I don't know. I was going to yell out Polo. But I walk into the fabric area and I just walk up and I said to this lady, do you have any fabric with any upholstery fabric with flamingos on it? And she said, no. I said, do you have any fabric with flamingos on it? She goes, oh, yes, we do. We do have flamingos on it. I said, okay. She goes, it's stretched. And I said, oh, is it black? And she goes, no. Lo and behold, it was black. It was exactly what I have in here. You guys have seen it. And anyway, so I'm walking up past this woman who's sitting down on one of those little stool things that they have in the shops that you reach up. I don't know what that was. Anyway. So I walk up and she says, did you get that fabric from here? And I went, I was walking up, I said, oh, no, she said, oh, I like your top. Did you get that fabric from here? And I said, do you recognize it? And she goes, yeah. And I said, then I must have. I don't remember. She goes, do you remember us having that fabric? So obviously they don't have it anymore. So obviously it was more than a couple of years ago. She goes, oh my God, it looks really nice. And I went, what, this old thing? I said, oh, thank you. And she said, yeah, it's really awesome to see something made up in the fabrics that you have in the shop. I said, yeah, I didn't tell her it's bitty is all buggery. It needs to have that bitty stuff removed. But yeah, I mean, I love it. It's just I designed it off I had a black singlet cowl neck. And so I took this pattern from that. It really accentuates the girls, and I just love cowl necks because I feel they're very flattering. I always have a little singlet underneath too, because it's, you know, not the warmest country in the world. Well, down here it ain't. Anyway, so I went, and after I saw that I already had that fabric and thought I wouldn't be mean. Now I needed buttons for my dress, so I have bought buttons for my dress. Does that really work when you do that? Does it? Because I don't think it does. Right, buttons for my dress. But I didn't stop there. I bought these. Not for my dress, obviously. Just because apparently I don't have enough. Gosh, I hope Queenie's not watching this because she'll kill me. So I bought some of those. I bought, I think, 8 of those. Yes, I might have bought 8. And then there's the last one. There's the other one. And then I bought these. What is it with it? Hopefully it's focusing. And so they're little roses, and they're little black or black silver, or what do you call it? Petrol colour. So I bought those, and of course I bought my ones, and I bought my ones. My ones for the blue dress, is what I mean by my ones. I bought this. Look at that. Imagine having that on a coat. Actually, Julie, imagine that on your coat. Just saying. And then there's this. It's just like a little diamante, which is cute for anything. And then these ones are metal. So this one here was $2 each. Whoops, let me put up the right way. $2 each, and I got 10 of them. Yeah, 10 of them. And some of you guys, is that $2 for the whole tube? I went, no, it's $2 each. He goes, for buttons, God, that's expensive. And I said, no, this button here in another store, which will remain nameless, would be up to, and it's metal, like I said, metal. I said they could probably be at $10 each. So I bought, and these were $2 each. Yeah, I think I said that, eh? Yeah, the others were $1.50 each. Yeah, just, play knuckle bones with them. So I got 3, 5, 7, 10 of those. I'm a bit excited with those buttons. I don't know why I got so many. Just, I guess, I get sick of using like 4 or 5 or something, and you have 2 left over. I do get sick of that, so I bought enough in case I wanted 2 things. But these are really funky. Actually, that would look nice on you. Did I say that's a nice one? Yeah, that would look nice on your coat, Jules. Oh, look at it. Freaky. But you know what? I put all my buttons away now. You saw them on the table. I put them all away, so stupid me's got to get them out. I might take my sewing machine into the kitchen tonight and do my buttonholes on my dress. But this reminds me of power shell. Just think it's really pretty. It'll be nice on a blue coat, wouldn't it? Right, so that was my little shopping. Oh, and then I bought some of this dye. My friend Margaret, she dyed a pair of, they weren't Converse, but like Converse shoes. And she dyed them pink, and it changes the rubber and everything as well. So she went to do me a pair, and the rubber one went like a, what's that colour called? Like a purple colour. And her friend saw them and said, oh, I want them. And, well, she said if I didn't want them. So I said, give them to your friend. I'll go out and buy some dye, and I'll buy another pair of shoes and do it with that. So a little bit exciting. I think I bought the right one, Margaret, if you're watching. You know, I really feel like dyeing my jacket I'm making. It's a different colour to what you guys all thought it was. So, I actually don't think these buttons are 1.5 centimetres. Standby caller, let me have a look. spot on, actually, spot on. 1.5 centimeters. So I have some white fabric. And my autumnal colour fabric. I will use it all night now, that word. Yeah. I quite like that. Wonder, my daughter would probably steal it. There you go. Thank you, Karina. Sorry, anyway, that is worth the wait, big time. And now I've got to put my thinking cap. I thought I was going to actually send this last night, but I had sent a messenger to Karina in Norway to let's just decipher this. Karina, when I speak of Karina, she's from Norway, and my Corina, I will just call her Queenie. Then there's no issue of trying to know who I'm talking about. Anyway, so I sent a picture of the parcel that arrived from Karina, and then she sent me the note on Messenger that was meant to go into the parcel. So I'm going to read you the note. This is why I didn't send it, because I have to read you the note. And I am going to hold up my iPad, because it's on my iPad as well. And I am going to read the note. So, dear Stacey, I have a small challenge for you. This fabric has been in my stash for years, but I've never been able to part with it or make up my mind what to make. So let's see if you can read the fabric and find a pattern that suits the fabric. No pressure. Excited to see what you do with it. Smiley face. So let's start with, let's start the what can Stacey make with this fabric challenge. Big smiley face. So the first smiley face was, the second smiley face was, okay, I can't do that. It's like, you know, that little droopy smiley. Yeah, I'm not good at that face. I'm more good at face. So that is why I did not send it, because I wanted to add this in, and I might cut it in, and you'll see why, and then I'll, yeah, I might have to do some tricky stuff with the computer. Anyway, so it was good. Anyway, can we have an any, and can we have a way? Can we put them together anyway? Right, I'm out. I'm going to probably cut this through halfway through where I am with when I open the box to explain what Karina said. Or it's going to be inside out mixed up maybe with the computer thing. Who knows what I'm going to do? Let's see what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'll catch you guys later. Again, if this is at the end, stay safe. Please stay safe. Please stay dry. It's raining outside today, and hopefully I don't have to go anywhere, so I will stay dry. Stay warm, and I've got the heaters on, so I'm going to stay warm. And you know what? I'm going to keep cool. And I'm going to do some sewing. I am catching up with two lovely ladies. I'm catching up with Deb from Slap Happy Sewing, and I'm catching up with Catherine from So Much Sewing. I know who they are. I just sometimes forget their handles. I know their names. Okay, which is good, because normally I'm a name forgetter. I'm catching up with them tomorrow. I'll be at the airport at 9:10 to pick up Catherine, and we're going to catch up with Deb, who comes from Palmy-ish way, and she's going to meet us at Taranaki Street. We're going to go out for breakfast. Look at me having breakfast. And then I'm going to take them to my haunts of fabrics. Nice places. There is one I don't really go to. Have been to once. Still have the fabric, not made it. So, anything out of it. So, yeah. I'm going to take them around. And can't wait. All right, guys. I am out. 14 minutes later. See ya.